everyone, it's Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have to do a first look at some new heroes that are dropping soon. Alright, so I am here on the test server. To be clear, this is not the Forerunner server, this is the actual test server. And we have 3 heroes that we can take a look at. So there is going to be Kane here, Sythra, and Eirlys. Eirlys? So this is the one that we've seen a few times from the dev interview, and she was confirmed to be coming in-game for an upcoming banner. Now, there's also another one as well. Let's see, was that one Chaos? Yes. Sythra. Whoa, hey girl, hey. Okay, I wasn't sure from the picture I saw of the summoning, but okay, she's got a tiny butt, but she's cute. Jiggle, jiggle, little jiggle physics. I keep forgetting to jiggle people, guys. Sorry, I'll get back to remembering that. But for real, amazing aesthetic after all. Wow. With all of these snakes around her, she better have some poison, although she probably doesn't because it doesn't say. That is one of her tags, but okay, anyway. Let's start with the one that I think, actually, let's start with the one that we kind of feel more familiar with. I think she's a healer? Yes, okay. Eirlys, or Eirlys. I don't know how to say this. Eirlys. Winter's Mercy. Healer, a magic damage dealer, watcher in Northern faction. She is, alright, well, let's take a look at her. Aesthetic-wise, absolutely beautiful, as expected. We've seen her. We know that they did well with this one. Alright, can I zoom? Yes. Alright. Look at how pretty! Very Galadriel vibes. We love that. Sure, that was the intention. I love the skirt. It's like you can't tell if it's fabric or metal, though. Very quirky. Really interesting, though. Beautiful, beautiful character. Okay, so why does my camera have things on me? Why did it move? Sorry, guys. My camera's apparently being stupid. I have a box on my face. It's fine. Alright. She's Eirlys, the exiled elven priestess. Heals severe injuries with prayers, dispels debuffs, rescues allies from the brink of death, and accelerates the team's rage regen. For real, is this box gonna go off my face? Come on, camera UI, go away. Oh well, it's fine, just ignore me. Alright, single target heal, team protection, ally buff. So, per the notes from Moonton with getting this acknowledgement, she is recommended for PvP, like single target, and guild war. Guild versus guild. So I'm curious to see why exactly. Oh, wait, another rescues from the brink of death. So we're going to have another healer that could be in the place of like a Carnelian or a Lily, maybe? That sounds good. Alright, let's take a look at her overall stats. So, single target heal, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. The range extends to what we would expect for that sort of a pattern when promoted. I like to see that. Cost is 18. Attack speed attack interval 2.5. Regen auto 15. Okay, a little higher. The talent, when healing allies, applies Serene Breath to them and grants physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction to allies with Serene Breath. So, I guess, when healing allies with Serene Breath, restores 2% rage to the caster. Healing Breath, when she heals allies with Serene Breath, she provides an extra 30% healing bonus. Up to 2 allies with Serene Breath can be on the field. This effect cannot be dispelled. So just bonus healing given to certain allies. And then physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction of 25%. So some great survivability help there. Plus it boosts her rage every time she heals someone. So And of course, her basic attack will provide a heal. And so if she's healing one of the allies with Serene Breath, we're going to boost her own rage pretty well. So high attack speed will be necessary. But yeah, attack-based healing, single targets for one ally. Her ultimate applies Healing Prayer to one ally with the lowest HP percentage in range. Healing Prayer is when the bearer's HP drops below 75%. Immediately restores HP equal to 300% of the caster's attack and removes its effect. When the effect duration naturally ends or is refreshed, restores HP equal to 100% of the caster's attack for the bearer. This effect cannot be dispelled. I'm trying to look at the little animation. Oh, it just puts this little thing around them. Is it like... It's not that interesting, to be honest. It's kind of boring for an animation, but it's fine. I guess everything doesn't have to be super fancy. But yeah, this does last for 10 seconds as well, this Healing Prayer. All right, and the passive Sanctuary of Light. One ally in range can be immune to one instance of fatal damage. If the ally triggering this effect is with Serene Breath, also gains immunity to all damage for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered at most one time every 6 seconds. What? Multiple times? Sorry, every 60 seconds, not 6 seconds. Wow. And then it could go down to 50 every 50 seconds. This can happen. That's great. Yeah, definitely Guild War written all over it. Absolutely. Hymn of Prayer. While the hero is on the field, allies recover an additional 0.5% rage per second. Allies with Serene Breath recover 1.5% rage per second instead, with a higher recovery up to 2. Okay, damn. Yeah, she sounds perfect for that PvP aspect. And again, probably the same roles, I would think, as Lily or Carnelian. I mean, they're slightly different, of course, but same idea. She's got a little jiggle physics. Does her hair... I thought her hair was swaying. No? No. Okay, but you have a fancy cape that doesn't really sway. I love when you do the spins and the glows, but they never give us the light effects like Nocturne. Okay, fine. No spinny effects. But let's zoom back out to see her. And again, Watcher and Northerner. So it just allows for more synergy with the faction bonuses with a Guild War team on your defense to have someone else, you know. Because Carnelian is chaotic, or cultist and chaotic, and Lily is piercer. And wait, is it just piercer? My brain, it leaves me right now. But yeah, different. And then the Northerner and Watcher here. So love the options. All right, Awakenings. Awaken 1. Direct healing from basic attack and Healing Prayer. Let's wait. This is interesting. Okay, the direct healing from basic attack and Healing Prayer applies an additional 1 instance of 15% healing to all allies with Serene Breath. Just a ton of healing. Okay, she's gonna be a great healer. Yeah, that's a lot of bonus heal. Awaken 2 plus 8 healing effect. Awaken 3 when Healing Prayer triggers healing. So when the bear's HP drops below 75%, grants damage increase to all allies with Serene Breath. When Healing Prayer triggers healing upon natural expiration or refresh, grants a damage increase to all allies with Serene Breath. So when the bear's HP drops below 75%, so her, or no, yeah, whoever has Healing Prayer. Whoever has Healing Prayer boosts, wow, a damage increase of plus 50%. Okay, that's a cool Awaken 3. Interesting. Awaken 4, Rage Regen Auto plus 1. And then Awaken 5, Sanctuary Light. When Sanctuary Light is triggered, reduces the hero's attack interval by 35% for 15 seconds. All right. Solid. I like it. I'm not going to read the story. We don't have that much time. This is a longer video because we have multiple heroes to look at. So let's go ahead into the others now. There were multiple heroes mentioned, so who are the others? My brain hurts. Oh, here he is. I was like, I swear it was on the same page. There he is, Kane. So we don't know exactly when Kane is coming, right? He was not on the in-game calendar yet, or in any notifications yet. I think it was the other character for the Ancient Banner. This is an Arbiter Northerner, so he's going to be similar. Aesthetic-wise, another interesting lizardman. I know a lot of guys like these lizard creatures, and some people are all about the lizardmen. Or it's a cool vibe. The sword's pretty fun. A little cartoony for my taste. I feel like it's a little cheesy. This is probably one of my least favorite looking characters I've seen in the game. But that's just because I think the lizardman stuff can look a little cheesy. But that's just me. I know some people love it. Alright, so the cunning one who crawled out of the bloodied sands of Mortius Desert now dons the sacred armor bestowed by the Arbiter. He can provide massive cost regen for the team. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Kane, as suggested by the recommendations, is going to be strong for AoE Arena, PvP or AoE Arena, and Maloric Halls of Illusion. Okay. So again, the AoE physical attack and cost regen are his tags. He's a fighter doing normal damage, Arbiter, and Northerner. And his base stats here, the range stays the simple range here. Nothing too fancy there. He does have, let's see. Okay, nothing fancy with the attack. Rate cost is 12 himself. 2.1 second attack interval. Rage regen auto is 12, so that's pretty good. But I'm curious about this cost regen. We haven't had a legendary cost regen or generator. Talent. When deployed, it gains 4 stacks of Shard of Deception. After 10 seconds, restores 7 cost. If the hero is a Lord faction team, what does that mean? Is in a Lord faction team. Oh. Restores an additional 3 cost. Is in a Lord faction. Oh, so as long as he has a Lord, like if he's part of Northerner or Arbiter. Additional 3 cost. Afterward, triggers cost regen 1 every time for 20 seconds. Each stack increases the basic attributes by 10%. Each ultimate cast reduces Shard of Deception by 1 stack. Okay, so I think this is fun to have at anything you might use in Arena where you are using that Dahlid or Serene for the quick cost regen. Having someone who might be a little bit more versatile and interesting. I don't know that he's gonna do a ton of damage though. It didn't look anything impressive with his stats. But he does have AoE damage, so it's certainly gonna help. It's physical attack basic 5 enemies. Not bad for a basic range hit. His ultimate, 700% damage to 10 enemy targets ahead. Okay, that's true. Here I am thinking about fighters, and you forget, like, they can't have a super high base attack when they're going to be AoE damage. I do like that animation, the ground coming. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I can dig the animation. But yeah, big ol' smash with good range. Okay, his ultimate range is amazing. For a fighter, too. Love that. Insidious Strike deals out 210% damage up to 5 enemies ahead and knocks them back. Hey! So this happens every 15 seconds. Now, this could be helpful in Gear Dungeon 2, but you can't time it. It's an auto, and it's every a certain amount of time, so it might not time perfectly unless you time your release of stuff perfectly based on how fast you're killing the enemies to make sure you're knocking those dudes back. But waiting 15 seconds when things do not time correctly would be detrimental, so you'd have to get kind of lucky. So I don't think you would rely on this for a Gear Dungeon 2 knockback hero, but it's going to be helpful in PvP maybe even Guild War as well, but I don't know. You don't need to worry about that for cost regen, so no, ignore me. Ignore that. I wouldn't use him there. But yeah, definitely great. PvP, I like that. And Malrix totally makes sense when things get crazy. Having that knockback coming in would be awesome. Alright, Killer Instinct. When HP drops below 40%, gains damage reduction by 20% and restores 3% HP each time dealing damage. Okay. That's fun. So, he definitely has some decent damage potential, but I don't think he's going to be like a top damage dealer. But then he's bringing the utility of the cost regen for the whole team and a knockback. So really cool for Arena. Increased damage in the arena by 15%. Okay, that definitely helps. That makes up for some of it too. Yeah, way more versatility and utility overall than just throwing a Siren in there, right? I wonder if he'll be okay. Or is she still gonna be... Alright, well, I'm not gonna do the math for all that cost regen, but feel free to let me know in the comments below if you have a strong opinion on it. Or if you are quicker with that math than I am. This is gonna be way too long of a video if I try to do that. Kidding, not kidding. Sharded Deception, Awaken 1, stacks +2. And redeployment time is -15 seconds. Oh. Well, that's helpful. Damn. Okay, so if you are gonna use him for a cost regener in general, you're gonna want this redeployment time thing. That's pretty cool. I feel like there might be some quirky uses in some more earlier content too, where you're trying to get people out. Like, this guy has a good range. He's a fighter, so you get an early game hero like this could be really fun. But with so many other amazing heroes to pull from Ancients, he's probably not going to be the number one you'd want. But if you are a newer player and you got him early on, this sort of stuff really comes in handy for even something as simple as campaign progression, which is not an early game thing. There's some hard-ass campaign progression now, so maybe he will come into some other interesting map content too, not just Malrix. Cost -2 for him. That's amazing. Awaken 2. But again, are you going to pull him for multiple copies of this guy, even though he's a really good and interesting, more utility cost regener? Are you going to use all your Ancients just for him? No. Maybe if he's like on the same banner as like the new Arbiter Lord that they've teased forever ago. Maybe you would get lucky and you'd be happy to get some multiple copies because his awakening seem really solid. Awaken 3, the ultimate can deal extra 200% damage one time and inflict vulnerability, physical, and magic damage on enemies. And is the 20% version, so solid. Yeah, I like him. He seems super versatile to be an amazing support fighter that's also gonna do great damage. Okay, maybe not great damage, but still. Awaken 4, 300 attack, and Awaken 5. When Killer Instinct is triggered, the hero gains a shield equal to 50% max HP for 10 seconds, cooldown of 60 seconds. Yeah, I think he sounds super versatile for a support role that's gonna also provide you with some damage. Like, there's a lot of characters like that these days that are not just supports. They're not like, he almost sounds like he could have been a tank, but we already know all the other cost regeners are fighters too. But they're pretty much useless for actually fighting, where he's actually helpful to plot behind a tank. He's going to be helpful to knock back. He's going to actually do a little bit of damage here. Up to 1,000% damage to 10 enemy targets. So yeah, his base stats can't be crazy, or that would be a little bit busted. I like it. I think that's going to be a fun character to work into Northern or Arbiter teams for Arena for sure. All right, now let's go on to the last one. She is part of one of the banners this coming weekend. So Sythra, the Serpent's Embrace. She's a chaotic and a piercer. And her aesthetics are absolutely stunning as well. Got these high heel boots, booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. A little bit of jiggles, and very cool, interesting, not cool, cold, no, edgy, interesting looking aesthetic. Wow, look at her. She's really beautiful. At first I was like, I don't know about this character. She looks kind of mad, but she's cool. I love it. I can dig it. All right. A remnant of the old world, Sythra, the serpent's embrace, wanders through the jungle. She summons tormented souls to attack with escalating ferocity, ignoring defense to devour her enemies. Okay. So she is suggested for PvP single target and PvP anti-air. So this set of heroes are all PvP focused. Of course, being chaotic and arbiter for the last couple makes sense. They are kind of made for PvP, literally, especially with their passives, like the increased damage in arena. All right, let's take a look at her stats. She has that attack range. Pretty typical there, but then she's Piercer, so it will extend even more. 4,300 base attack. Cost is 15. Solid. 2-second attack interval. 14 rage regen auto. All right, so Piercer, Marksman. Love that, love that. Her talent. When a unit retreats, dies, or the hero's summon perishes in range, her attack increases by 15% for 10 seconds. Her next basic attack deals 200% damage and inflicts defense reduction on the target, which is a 25% defense reduction. If triggered, when the hero's HP is below 60%, the duration is extended by 5 seconds, and the attack increase is raised to 20%. Okay. Basic attack inflicts. When a unit retreats, dies, or her hero summons perish. Okay, that's fun. I assume her summons are going to come out fairly regularly, though. We'll see. That's the question. So her basic attack is just attacks one enemy, prioritizing airborne units. There's the ultimate. Let's see. Summons Tormented Soul in attack range. When summoned, deals 100% AoE damage one time to up to 8 enemy targets around the Tormented Soul. Oh, I see it. At first, I didn't even see what the thing was. There's like a little dude there. That's cool. When the hero's current HP is greater than 30%, consumes 40% current HP. So the Tormented Soul rapidly shoots at one enemy within its owner's attack range. Ideally, it can shoot 10 times and dealing 240% damage each time. What? Oh, like 10, it can do 10 hits if it doesn't die. The Tormented Soul perishes after all is shot. Oh, okay. After all are shot. After all shots are used, he perishes. Prioritizes airborne targets. The arrow gets a return count each time it hits a fallen target. Up to 3 can exist on the field. Okay, 3 summons that can hit different to 1 target at a time, but 10 hits. Prioritizing airborne units. Very interesting. I feel like that's going to have some quirky uses. Even in some PvP, because look at that range, guys. What I didn't say first. Look at that attack range. Holy insane range for those Tormented Souls being placed. Damn, that's super cool. They're definitely really clever with their character creation and their kits, and they make everyone sound so fun, even if they end up sucking later. Just kidding. They're still really interesting. Continuously dealing damage to the same target reduces attack interval by 3% up to 6 stacks. The effect disappears after she stops dealing damage for 6 seconds, and then converts to restoring an additional 1% rage per second. That's Shadow's Fury. Okay, and a couple more, 3% for the reduction stack. Oh, sorry, 2% more, so 5% for the introduction stack. Fang of the Serpent passive. The hero has 10% defense penetration for every one ally within 2 tiles, including herself, whose HP is below 70%. She gains an additional 3% defense penetration up to 3 stacks. And that initial penetration goes up 5% more, so 15% start. And then the additional going up to 5% as well. Cool. Definitely some interesting damage potential. I forgot to show her stats. Or no, I did. I just didn't say her attack. Okay. Oh yeah, I did. 4,300. My brain's meh. It's the morning. Any more coffee? Okay, and then yeah, she is Arbiter, so there's that. Okay, let's take a look at her awakenings. Awaken 1, Tormented Soul's attack has a 10% chance to increase the number of shots by 1. Killing a target can increase it by 4 times. Okay. An extra shot for the Tormented Soul. Awaken 2, attack plus 300. Awaken 3, the talent is triggered. When the talent is triggered, increases the hero's damage by 15%. An additional 10% against elite and boss units, lasting for 10 seconds. I like to see this utility added for versus bosses, so this makes me think she's an easy plug and play into a... Well, maybe not. I don't know. Gear Raid 3? Maybe, if she actually smacks, then this will help take down the boss faster. Potentially. The range is weird for where those souls go, though, so I don't know how that would really play out in Gear Raid 3, if maybe you can make them go to the other platforms, and they start killing the stuff from the other platforms, because that range is huge, so maybe. That's definitely something worth looking at. Penetration plus 8%, even though they don't mention it as her strong suit. And then Awaken 5. Every 20 times this hero's basic attack deals damage, it also triggers the talent effect. Alright. Really fun kit. I like this soul thing. I love this amazing, interesting range. But it is Marksman Piercer. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about Gear Raid 3 as well as the PvP, honestly. Is she good for like the stages, the earlier stages? Or is it too weird on where her tormented souls can be placed? Is it limiting? I don't know. I guess that's what we'll see when there's some testing, but that is all for this video, guys. The lore will have to be read, hopefully, if I remember or have time in the future. I swear one of these days I'm going to catch up on some lore for these guys in a bunch of YouTube shorts, but that is all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.